All right. Hey, y'all. Dan here. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. My second YouTube video here. At this point, I'm thinking my YouTube is just going to be the place where you can really get to know me, really spend some time inside my world on my desktop with me, looking at different stuff. But really, the main topic for this one is how to take one piece of content and push it across 5 platforms super easily. So, one insight, 5 platforms. That's going to be the title, I think. So anyways, thanks for joining me. This one right here was something that I shared on LinkedIn. Just because you have a marketing degree doesn't mean you know how to market on social media. Sorry, not sorry. I spent a decent amount of money on mine, so I have plenty of room to talk on this subject. Real marketing is learned in the streets. It's not learned in a textbook. The reason for this? Marketing is changing so much and has so much in the last decade. Marketing textbooks talk about Twitter and Facebook like they just came out. Newsflash, they didn't. You can't compare the two anymore. Social is a landscape that 10 years back wouldn't even be recognizable now. What do you think of modern marketing? Got a psych degree and you can't get a decent paying job? Go into marketing, you'll completely crush it. So anyways, I put a GIF on it. It did really well. It got nearly 15,000 views. It was insane. I couldn't believe how much reach it got. I can't really necessarily say why. It might be because of some of these big hashtags, maybe because of the mass appeal, the fact that I wasn't being too niche with it. Anyways, we can discuss those later. But five pieces of content. So I was like, hey, you know what? Let's share this on Twitter. So here's what I did. I took it over to Twitter and I literally just typed it out. The first part of the post. Go and do a split screen here. We should still be in here, right? Are we good? Can we split screen it? I think we can do it. I think we can do it. All right. Awesome. So, right here. Just because you have a marketing degree doesn't mean you know how to market on social media. Sorry, not sorry. So I could have maybe done a little bit of a better job to actually pitch that a little bit on Twitter and probably gotten a better result. Anyways, we're not really concerned about the result here. We're more or less just focused on showcasing how to do it. So I took that, copy and pasted, then I hit the plus button for a new tweet, and then I added this one below. I hit the plus button, added this one below. Hit the plus button, added, look, newsflash, they didn't. Added the plus button below. So on and so forth. And pretty much the only thing I didn't do was put in the hashtags, because you don't need hashtags on Twitter. And in fact, anytime I use them, it actually slows down my content and people don't like it and they talk shit about it. And you just don't need it. And I think that's because Twitter is just a better performing platform than LinkedIn. And so you don't need those hashtags. It can tell exactly what's happening based on the keywords that are happening here on the post. So those are the 2 written forms of that content. So since it did so well, I'm thinking to myself, let's reuse this. Let's put it somewhere else. Let's do something else with it. So I immediately created a TikTok video for it, and I'll go ahead and share that. What I'll point out is that I love creating content from a tweet post, because a tweet thread, because you already have everything broken up. Twitter forces you to reduce the sizing of that content. Sorry if I'm glitching out here. But Twitter forces you to reduce the sizing of that content. And so you naturally have a pacing built in. So you can pull this up and you can film a video so easily with just one of these guys, with your headphones in, just like these, and your phone on the internal facing, and then upload to a free app like CapCut and create videos out of it. So basically it's like, oh, this performed really well over here. Sick. I'm going to bring it over to Twitter. I'm going to have it perform here. It didn't necessarily perform, but who cares? It took me literally like 2 minutes to copy and paste this over. If I really wanted to put a little extra effort into it, I could have gotten more out of it and probably gotten a better result. So anyways, it's just the idea that you can take something like this that was written and transform it into all this other stuff. So here's the TikTok version.
Wouldn't it be cool to have a tool that you
Oopsie
can
daisies. Wrong one.
Just because you have a marketing degree doesn't mean you know how to market on social media. Sorry, not sorry. I spent a decent amount of money on mine, so I think I have plenty of room to talk on this subject. Real marketing is learned in the streets, not in a textbook. The reason for this? Marketing has changed a ton in the last decade. Textbooks talk about Twitter and Facebook like they just came out yesterday. Newsflash, they didn't. Social is a landscape that 10 years back wouldn't even be recognizable now. What do you think of modern marketing? Last thought, do you have a psych degree and you can't get a decent paying job? Go into marketing. You'll totally crush it.
Bam!
Just because you have a marketing degree doesn't mean you know how to market on social media. Sorry, not sorry. I spent a decent amount.
Obviously, I love the sound of my own voice. Just kidding. That had a good beat, though. And then, so I brought this over. And, of course, I recreated it on my Instagram account. And brought it over with a different sound, so on and so forth. I don't necessarily need to play each one. And then over here on my YouTube, I brought it in to my YouTube Shorts and reshared it here. So, 5 platforms, 1 piece of content. That's it. You don't need to overcomplicate it. People are going to engage with you in different communities. People are going to love YouTube Shorts, or they're going to love Instagram Reels, or they're going to love LinkedIn, or they're going to love Twitter. Okay, unless they're a social media manager or they're in this content space, they are going to love one of those places, and they're going to meet you in that community that they love and they care for the most, and they spend the most time. So stop thinking to yourself, oh no, if I repeat myself, people are going to say, this guy is on repeat, or this person doesn't say enough new shit. Like, if that happens, say some new shit, obviously. Don't, but some of the biggest names, JT Barnett on TikTok in short form video, he literally says this exact thing. Take 10 ideas and say them 1,000 different ways. Find 1,000 different ways to say 10 things. Because I have my 5 to 10 different things I love to talk about. I have my core stuff that I share. Community, content, branding, engagement, social media. Those are sort of like my areas that I stick to. But at the end of the day, we have more room to grow than that. And we can put our ideas, especially when we're looking at something like this and it says, 15,000 views on it. That is an opportunity to say, okay, this worked here. I tested it here. It feels good here. Let's put it on Twitter, see how it's doing there. Let's put it over onto short form video, because I already have it trimmed down into an easy to read copy. If I had really been going further, I would have reduced this down, but it was already pretty reduced. Sometimes LinkedIn stuff goes on a lot further, and I think that's why this did so well, because it was a shorter piece of content. And so then you already have, so if you think about your system like this, you're vetting your content on the written side, and then you're taking it to the short form video. And now here we are creating a long form YouTube video. That's right. That's what you call repurposing. I didn't even see it coming. I'm surprised with you right now. So anyways, y'all have a great day. Subscribe if you dig this kind of stuff. I'm not trying too hard. Forget trying hard. There's enough people doing that. I got a webcam, great things to say. Step into my world. Check me out on LinkedIn if you're looking for a good ghostwriter that's got the best vibes. Building an agency, building a team right now, and we're building a whole bunch of awesome stuff. So check us out on my LinkedIn page. And otherwise, yeah, have a great whatever time of day it is. And yeah, you got this. Cheers.